Alright, good morning everyone. My name is Roberto Dumapi Almiron and I am your MAPI teacher. So this time I am going to voice over our topic about the role of physical activity in managing one's stress rather. This topic is intended for quarter 2, week 1. So our objectives was first is to describe the role of physical activity and activity assessment in managing one's stress. Second is know how to manage one's stress through participating in individual, dual, and team sports. Third one, design activities for individual, dual, and team sports that reduces individual stress. So hopefully throughout the discussions on my presentations, these three objectives will be achieved. So the greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one task over another. When people hear the word stress, they react differently. Some people keep on saying that they feel stressed out. Stress is a feeling of being under abnormal pressure. This pressure can come from different aspects of your day-to-day life, such as an increased workload, a transitional period, an argument you have with your family, or new and existing financial worries. You may find that it has a cumulative effect, with each stressor building on top of one another. During these situations, you may feel threatened or upset, and your body might create a stress response. This can cause a variety of physical symptoms, change the way you behave, and lead you to experience more intense emotions. The stress affects us in a number of ways, both physical and emotional, and in varying intensities. Research has shown that stress can sometimes be positive. It can make you more alert and help you perform better in certain situations. However, stress can only be found to be beneficial if it is short-lived. Excessive or prolonged stress can contribute to illness such as heart disease and mental health problems such as anxiety and depression. Symptoms of stress include sleeping problems, sweating, or a change in appetite. Symptoms like this are triggered by a rush of stress hormones in your body, which when released, allows you to deal with pressure or threats. This is known as the fight or flight response. When stress affects the brain, with its many nerve connections, the rest of the body feels the impact as well. So, it is logical to say that if your body feels better, so does your mind. Exercise and any physical activity produce endorphins, chemicals in the brain that act as natural painkillers and also improve the ability to sleep, which in turn reduces stress. Meditations, acupuncture, massage therapy, even breathing deeply can cause your body to produce endorphins. And conventional wisdom holds that a workout of low to moderate intensity makes you feel energized and healthy. Scientists have found that regular participation in aerobic exercise has been shown to decrease overall levels of tensions, elevate and stabilize mood, improve sleep, and improve self-esteem. Even 5 minutes of aerobic exercise can stimulate anti-anxiety effects. The role of physical activity in managing one's stress in times of COVID-19 pandemic. COVID-19 pandemic is an unprecedented time all across the world. Worldwide, extensive social distancing policies are put into place, restricting people's daily activities and worldwide from governments asking people to stay safe and stay at home. This is of course means that most people will spend much of their time, if not all, at home. What is physical activity? So when we say physical activity or PE, it defines as any bodily movement produced by skeletal muscles that requires energy expenditure. There are two components to physical activities that needs to consider. Those are aerobic fitness. This usually includes moderate to vigorous activity that makes you feel a bit warm, causes your breathing to increase and your heart rate to increase as well. Strength and balance. There are often the forgotten components of physical activity, but it is an essential part and has many benefits. Physical activities may include: first is active recreation. Second, sports participation. Third one is cycling. Fourth one is walking. Fifth one is play. Sixth one is dance. Seventh, gardening. Eighth, housing cleaning. Lastly is creating heavy shopping. Managing one's stress through individuals and dual and team sports. There are certain sports such as golf, bowling, and tennis that, for the most part, are considered individual sports, which are sports played alone with teammates. Yes, there are exceptions, such as the Ryder Cup in golf, in which two teams from either side of the Atlantic Oceans compete, but often the competition is for an individual trophy. A sample of the thousands of individual sports includes badminton, bowling, boxing, cycling, figure skating, golf, skating, snowboarding, surfing, swimming, track and field, and wrestling. So those are the samples of the thousands of individual sports. Tips to manage stress exercise. Working out regularly is one of the best ways to relax your body and mind. Exercise can also improve one's mood. Work up to 2 hours and 30 minutes of moderate intense exercise like brisk walking for 75 minutes or of a more vigorous exercise like swimming, laps, jogging, or other sports. Relax your muscles. When you are stressed, your muscles get tense. You can help loosen them by your own and refresh your body by: first is stretching, second is enjoying a massage, next one is taking a hot bath or shower, lastly is getting a good night's sleep. So that is a way on how to relax your muscles. Deep breathing. Stopping and taking a few deep breaths can take the pressure off you right away. You'll be surprised at how much better you feel once you get good at it. Just follow these 5 steps. First is set in a comfortable positions with your hands in your lap and your feet on the floor. You may also lie down. Close your eyes. Third one is imagine yourself in a relaxing place. It can be on the beach, in a beautiful field of grass, or anywhere that gives you a peaceful feeling. Number 4 is slowly take a deep breath in and out. Lastly, number 5, do this for 5-10 minutes at a time. Next one is eat well. Eating regular, well-balanced diet will help you feel better in general. It may also help control your moods. Your meals should be full of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and lean protein for energy. And don't skip eating. It's not good for you and can put you in a bad mood, which can actually increase your stress. Slow down. Next one. Modern life is so busy, and sometimes we just need to slow down and chill out. Look at your life and find small ways you can do that. For example, set your watch 5 to 10 minutes ahead. That way you'll get places a little early and avoid the stress of being late. When you are driving a bike on the road, switch to the bicycle lane so that you can avoid road accident. Break down the school requirements into smaller ones. For example, arrange this from easiest to hardest. Take a break. You need to plan on some real downtime to give your mind time of from stress. If you're a person who likes to get goals, this may be hard for you at first, but stick with it and you'll look forward to these moments. Useful things you can do include are the following. First is meditations. Second is yoga. Third one is Tai Chi. Fourth one is prayer. Fifth one is listening to your favorite music. Lastly is spending time in nature. Make time for your hobbies. You need to set aside time for things you enjoy. Try to do something every day that makes you feel good, and it will help relieve your stress. It doesn't have to be a ton of time. Even 15 to 20 minutes will do. Relaxing hobbies include things like reading, knitting, doing an art project, playing golf, watching a movie, doing puzzles, playing cards, and board games. Take about your problems. If things are bothering you, thinking about them can help lower your stress. You can talk to family members and friends, and you can also talk to yourself. It's called self-talk, and we all do it. But in order for self-talk to help reduce stress, you need to make sure it's positive and not negative. Go easy on yourself. Accept that you can't do things perfectly no matter how hard you try. You also can't control everything in your life, so do yourself a favor and stop thinking so much. And don't forget to keep up your sense of humor. Laughter goes a long way towards making you feel relaxed. Next one is eliminate your triggers. Figure the biggest causes of stress in your life. It is your job, your commute, your schoolwork. If you're able to identify what they are, see if you're able to eliminate them from your life or at least reduce them. If you can't identify the main causes of your stress, make note of when you become most anxious and see if you can determine a pattern, then find ways to remove or listen those triggers. Skills. There are thousands of individual sports and the skills requirements for each vary greatly. However, there are certain skills that apply to most individual athletes. Most have high levels of cardiovascular fitness to allow for a long hours of practice and play. Most have well-tuned muscles and are flexible. One major advantage of competing in an individual sport is that the athlete can progress at his own pace to improve skills. The skills he needs are more mental than physical. He needs autonomy, self-discipline, and focused thinking, and a passion. He must work in a specific skills over and over until it is mastered. He is able to practice as easy or late as he wants. He gets to take other credits for winning, but he is on his own and can blame no one but himself for any lackluster performances. So let's have critical elements. Individual sports also allows athletes to aim for personal goals without worrying about hurting the team. For example, in distance running, an athlete will commonly shoot for a personal best known as a PB several times per year. In fact, individual athletes are often said to be competing against themselves. They do have competitors to beat, but they also attempt to improve on their previous best performances as well. There are two basic types of motivations. They are external motivations and intrinsic motivation. When we say external motivations come from someone else or involves gaining a reward, a sample of external motivations includes a coach yelling at you to do push-ups, winning a medal, or a parent telling you to clean your room. So when we see intrinsic motivations as well, it is a literary means that the distress comes from within, from yourself, from your own motivation, from self-motivations. This is a trait that many individual sports athletes possess. Example includes deciding to run a personal best in a 5K race or attempting to qualify for a big tournament. In individual sports, there are no teammates to please or to put peer pressures upon you, as the pressures comes from yourself. Types of sports. Sports is an activity that requires physical actions and skills where individuals or teams compete under a set of rules. It is classified into individual, dual, or team sports. Dual sports are played by two people opposing each other. More so, dual sports develop teamwork and coordination since it needs both to win the game. Like individual sports, dual sports build muscular strength and promote tactical strategy. Examples of individual and dual sports are badminton, tennis, pickleball, golf, archery, dance, cross country, skating, and table tennis. So these are the examples of sports for this individual, dual, and team. So badminton, it could be an individual or dual and team. In basketball, so when we say basketball, it's already it says to be a team sports. Bowling, it could be individuals and also it could be a team sports. Boxing, it could be also individual and it could be a team sports. Football, okay, so that is only in team sports. Lawn tennis, it could be individual, dual, and team sports. Track and field, it could be individual and team sports. Table tennis, it could be individual, dual, and team sports. Skating, it could be individual, dual, or in team sports. Softball, so it could only in team sports. Swimming, it could be individual or team sports. Volleyball, it could be individual. Oh no, not individuals, but a team sport. Volleyball, which it could be only and dual. So right, that's all for our discussions for Q1 week 1. So if you have questions or clarifications or doubts in your mind, you may browse in this link once again, or you may comment down below in the comment box, so that I will be able to see and able to answer all your concerns, all your further questions. So don't be shy to ask. So you are free. So everyone is free to ask. So that's all for today. Stay home, stay safe, always be happy, and always smile every day. And that's all for today. Goodbye and God bless us all. Thank you for listening and bye bye.